Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Okay.
Is it visible now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Only PPT is visible or
Ah,
PowerPoint?
yes, yes, yes.
Only PPT, no?
Yeah. Ah, PPT is visible, sir. Your PPT is visible, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir. But you are not visible, sir.
Cannot visible. I will be visible after 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
So,
You can start now.
just a minute, sir. First of all, I'll give you a brief introduction, sir. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Uh, Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this 1 week workshop. First of all, I want to introduce our resource person, Professor Naushad Ali, sir. Dr. Naushad Ali, PM, is the highly accomplished professor and Department of Library Information Science at Aligarh Muslim University, Aligarh. With over the 25-year teaching and research experience, his expertise lies in information management, knowledge management, e-publishing, and applications of the innovative technologies in libraries. Dr. Ali has published 6 books and over the 90 research papers, served as the chairman of the department, and is editor-in-chief of Journal of Knowledge and Communication Management. He has supervised numerous PhD and MPhil degrees, presented research papers globally, and completed 7 research projects funded by the prestigious organizations. Dr. Ali international recognition, including fellowship in France and travel grant to the Germany. His significant contributions also extend to the development of information gateways and e-learning portals accessed by the professional worldwide activity engaged in the professional associations. He currently serves as the vice chairman of the Indian Association of the Teachers of Library and Information Science. So I request our resource person, Professor Naushad Ali PM, kindly sir, start sir.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Rafiq, for giving the introduction. Or today we are here to have a lecture on emerging research paradigms and approaches. I hope all of you are the research scholars. May I know what is your background, or research scholars or faculty members? Yes, Nawaz Sharif is visible here. What Nawaz Sharif, what you are doing? Yes, yes. You're. I think you're mute now. Please unmute. Other, you are not able to mute. I think you are not have the permission to talk. Okay. So I hope most of you
Yes,
are
sir.
the. Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes. You are audible now.
I'm a research scholar, sir, doing
Where?
PhD at Manjur University, Manipur.
Manipur.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are in Manipur. Okay. Or others people, I think all of you are doing the research. All are research scholars, I think so. Okay. So whosoever, I think whosoever the research scholars or if it is a faculty members, we all are doing the research in day by day, and research we are doing in different purpose. Somebody is doing the research for the sake of getting degree, PhD, and somebody is doing the research for promotions, and some other members they're doing the research for their part of their job. Okay, So in many ways, people are doing research in different ways. But today's lecture, where Dr. Rafiq asked me to deliver on what are the trends and the emerging trends or emergent research paradigms in the modern period. What is going on here? Okay, so you people are researchers, maybe in the field of social science, or any other background. Okay, all are doing the research. The purpose is maybe you want to get a degree from the college. Okay, so let us see how you will be able to perform your research. In what method you are to follow to complete your research in a qualitative way, and what type of knowledge you will be able to gain to complete your research. I think that are the purpose of this 1 week research training program, which Bharat Digital Academy is organizing. So I wish to thank Mohamad Rafiq for organizing such a wonderful program for the benefit of the research scholars and the faculty members, those who are doing the research. So let me share my PPT. I hope the screen is visible. Okay. So what are agenda today's presentation? Today's presentation, the agenda is first we're discussing about some background, then the research, what is the present situation research in India, and what is mean by research paradigm, and research orientation in the wake of National Education Policy 2020, and various emerging research approaches. These are the areas which are going to discuss. Okay, somebody is Himeshu Verma, he's one research scholar. Bibori Balgari, she's from Assam, Sanskrit University. Okay. So these are the approaches different approaches which we are going to discuss. So what is research? I think everybody knows what is research. You all are doing the research. And what is the research? We are doing the research, or what the research which we are trying to find out some sort of fact. We are able to discover something after completing the research, or we want to innovate in your areas of discipline, or you want to add some new knowledge in the realm of your area of specialization. These are the purpose we are doing the research. What is the purpose of doing the research? We do the research for getting PhD. We do the research for the promotion, and we do the research as a part of our job, or we do the research for the business purpose. Okay, so what are the reasons behind it? What are the purpose behind it? All are doing the research, one or other purposes. So to do the research, maybe for the business purpose, maybe for your PhD, maybe for getting a promotion, or maybe part of as a job. For example, there are scientists of DRDO, scientists of CSIR. These people are doing the research, it's a part of their job. ISRO, you must have seen, they're doing the research, they're doing part of their job. Teachers are doing research, the part of their job. They're getting salary for teaching and research. And you people are doing the research for your PhD degree. And some companies like Samsung, Apple, or any other company, if you see Google, they also do the research for their business purpose. Okay, so one of the reasons people are doing the research, and everybody having different approaches. Okay, everybody having their different approaches in their research. So let us see what the approaches which you will be able to see. Now you will be find the picture. Okay, so could you explain what I mean in this context of this research? Anybody can explain? What I want to convey while showing this picture? No idea. Yes. See, we will find. I think both of the two personalities will say the two celebrities. Those who are in this picture, I think we all are common for you. They are very famous celebrities. One is Sachin Tendulkar and another is Sonu Nigam. Okay, so both of them are excelled in different fields. Okay, Sachin is excelled in cricket and Sonu Nigam in the music. His ability, Sonu Nigam, his ability, he can sing well, and Sachin is a very good cricketer. He can play well. He will be able to get, able to win the World Cup for India. But the thing is that if you change that their profession, or we can say, if I'm giving the mic to Sachin and giving the cricket bat to Sonu Nigam, what will happen? Okay, so in that case, Sonu Nigam cannot perform well as Sachin Tendulkar. He cannot sing well. He cannot become a singer. Okay, if they taken different profession. Similarly, in the present situation, our research is going on like that. If you are interested to do research in a topic and you are getting some other topic, or you want to able to contribute to this knowledge pool, something new facts, new theories, new knowledge, but you are not able to do it because you have taken some other track. So these are the different, or we can say some bad habits, bad trend which you are seeing in our research areas. So let us see what is the present situation in the research in India. According to WIPO, that is World Intellectual Property Organization, the bulk of the research spent in India is driven by the central government. That means 45.5% of total research and development what the government India is spending, the central government is spending more money. That means 45.5%. Another 41.4% is attributed by the industry. Okay. So in this case, the rest constitutes spends on the higher education sector of the state government. That means around 86 or 87% you'll find from the central government, and the rest will be contributed to the education sector. Okay, and that means roughly 61.4% of the central government's research expenditure is in the area of defense, atomic energy, and defense. That means the majority of the fund spent by central government is all for the defense and atomic research. So we are spending much amount for the defense purpose, atomic energy purpose, and the space research. So other areas, our research is very inadequate. Okay, so this is data from the National Education Policy 2020. If you see, as per the GDP, how this country spent for research purpose. Again, you'll find Germany spends 2.0% of the GDP for the research. And USA 2.8%, China 2.0%, Japan 3.2%. See, Japan, you'll find they got they become a developed country, and because of the research only, they spend a lot of money for the research. And Israel see 4.3% and South Korea 4.2%. What about India? We spend only 0.69% of our GDP for the research. Out of this, 60% we are spending for the defense and other purposes. So this is the present situation in the country. And as far as patent applications, patent, the government is giving the right to the persons, those who are invented something, they can use that product for a particular period. They're getting the license to use that product. And patent will restrict their use by only those who are inventors. So that case also, in India, we file only 50,000 patent in a year. After this, 70% are outsiders. Outside means non-residents. But in China, they're taking, for example, in China, 1.5 million applications are there, and that are 90% are the residents only. So see what is the present situation of the patent filing in Indian context. So why this reason? What are the reason for such a type of poor performance of our country? One is inadequate involvement of industry and higher education sector, lack of collaboration between industry and academia, lack of funding, or short-term rather than long-term vision, or low risk appetite, lack of encouragement. So these are the reasons why we are lacking for research and purpose. Okay, so there is no much involvement of industry and higher education. There is no much collaboration among the industry and academia. That is why government, with the National Accreditation Council, NAC, and NIR rankings, they're giving much importance to the collaboration between industry and academia, or involvement of industry in the higher education sector. And we have the short-term vision. We don't think about the long-term development. We want a short-term benefit. So that is another reason we are not able to do a good research. And we don't want to take a risk in our profession, in our research. So that is why we don't want to take any risk for doing the research. And another thing is that we are getting lack of encouragement. We are not getting money for doing the research, and we are not able to perform much about the research because of we are not getting sufficient fund, sufficient encouragement from the authorities. So what are the emerging research paradigms in our country? So then you will have the question, what is the research paradigm? Isn't it? So research paradigm means it is a method, or it is a model, or a pattern for conducting the research. Research paradigm means you can see a research paradigm is a method, model, or a pattern for conducting research. It is a set of ideas, beliefs, or understandings within which theories and practices can function. Okay, so paradigm means it is a method or model or pattern where you are doing the research. So automatically that pattern or the model or the method which contains a set of ideas, set of beliefs, or some sort of understandings within which the theories and practices can function. So any research, if you're doing it, you will be having a paradigm there. So what are these paradigms in the research? The paradigms are, one is ontology, epistemology, and the methodology. Ontology, epistemology, and the research methodology. What is ontology? Ontology is a philosophical theory regarding the nature of reality, asserts that there is either a single reality or none at all. To be more specific, ontology answers the question, what is reality? Okay, it will give it's asking you what is reality. Okay, you are trying to, in the ontology of the philosophy, this paradigm, you will be identify, you try to find out the what is reality in it, what is originality in it. Okay, then another sort of paradigm is epistemology, which is a study of knowledge focusing on validity, extent, and ways of gaining knowledge. That means how can we know the reality? How can you get that truth? How to get the knowledge? Okay, this is a way you are conducting the research. That is that epistemology. It is always seek the question like how can we know the reality? The way, the that we can say the extent, the ways of gaining knowledge. That is a epistemology. So any approach, any paradigm you can adopt. And methodology, that will be always asking the question, how to go about discovering the reality answer. Okay, how you will be going to discover the reality. So this methodology refers to a general concept that underpin how one explores the social environment and proves the validity of the knowledge gained. Okay, so there the question will be how to go about the discovering the knowledge. So if you're discussing about methodology, generally we follow this methodology in our social science research. You will find this methodology like a title, introduction, statement of the study, objectives of the study, hypothesis of the study, literature review. Then you finally prepare a research methodology, then significance of the study, research outcome, research output, conclusion, and references. These are the general paradigm, general theory which we follow there. I think if you need any explanation about any points, so we can.
Need any explanation?
Okay. So title, if you're taking any methodology, any program, you should have a title. I think those who are doing the research in this area, whatever areas you are doing the research, you have one title, I think. You should have a title. Your research or PhD, if you're getting awarded, that based on the title. So you know how to take the title, that the area of your interest. You have to choose the area of your interest by doing your thorough literature review. Then you will be finding a title, and the title you try to make a comprehensive plus in the form of a short in the short, which will give a meaningful title. You prepare a very meaningful title. That means one has to understand. Once you see your title, the one has to understand what research you are going to do. What are your area of interest? Okay, so title should be always straightforward. It should be very clear and comprehensive, but it's not very, very lengthy. Some titles which you are seeing in the PhD topics, it is having a very lengthy 3-4 lines. The title should be very short, and it should be comprehensively understand what is the concept is going to tell, or what are the areas you are going to do the research. And you have to give that introduction, that means the background of your study, then why you are doing the research, what is the importance of this topic. And you have to give the statement of the study, what are the title will be there, you have to give the proper statement. Then your objectives. Any research if you're doing, you should have an objective. Without objective, you cannot do it. Okay, so objective of the study, it's another important factor. You can prepare as many as objectives of your study. You should have one aim of your research, and you will have many objectives. And out of these objectives, some objectives you will find yourself an answer for that. Okay, that is we are calling as hypothesis. It is a tentative solution, tentative result of your study. So each and every objective you will find there is some sort of what we can say, this will be the result of that study. So that you assume the result, that will be your calling as your hypothesis. And you'll be having the literature review chapter, or literature review is important. That will give you the idea or the clear-cut knowledge about what are the research which is already done on this area, then you'll be able to find out the research gap. Without a research gap, you are doing the research, there's no use for it, because some research which is already done by somebody else and you're repeating it, it is a duplication of your energy, your money, and institutional what we can say resources. So that is the purpose. We have to do the literature review and find out the research gap, the area where the people are not done the research. And you'll prepare your methodology part, how to make the sample, what will be your population, how will be statistically, how will be analyze the content, all the things you have to prepare in this methodology. And the method, what method you have to use in the research. For example, you are doing the survey research or case study or any other research like Delphi method, historical research, experimental research. So that things which have to be decided in the research methodology. Your sample size will be decided in the research methodology. Okay. Then your population, your institute, what are institutions or organizations you are taking to study. That institutions you are collected or institutions you are decided to conduct a study, that also be done through the proper scientific manner. So all these things which will come under the research methodology. Then we'll be having the significance of study, why you are doing the research, what is significant, what will be the significant impact of your research. Then there will be research outcome and research output. Every research, they should have some research outcome and research output. Could you say anything about how research outcome and research output is differ? कोई बता सकते हैं क्या रिसर्च आउटकम क्या होता है, रिसर्च आउटपुट क्या है? आपको कोई हिंदी का जरूरत नहीं ना, इंग्लिश विल डू, किसी को हिंदी में समझाने की जरूरत नहीं है. Hello. I think the session is getting bored. I think nobody is responding. Because such a type of session should be some interaction will be there. That will be, I can understand what level you have in the knowledge. So accordingly, I can give you the lecture, which can be easily understood by you. So anybody can tell me what is the research outcome and research output? Okay. You're listening, okay, so English will do. Okay, so what is the research outcome? So suppose you are doing a research. For example, you are doing the research in the psychology. Okay, so the research you have done for students of what we can say schools. Okay, so there may be their career goals or their emotional intelligence. Okay, so yes, I have no idea what you mean research out. Okay, no problem. Okay, so in that case, if you're doing a research and there will be some immediate result will be there. For example, you are doing the research in psychology and you are doing the research last 3 years or 4 years, you are doing the research. So after that research, you will be publish articles. You will be having maybe published books or because of that books or articles, okay, you will be able to get your publications there. So that is the output of your research. Immediate, just you complete a research or you do the research, you are publishing it. It is a output, research output. But what is the outcome? In outcome, it's not an immediate result. Outcome will be whatever the research you are conducted in the psychology, and you will give some suggestions for that, or you will have some findings. And that findings maybe you will feel some schools are lacking to provide the career guidance to students, or some schools are having doesn't have infrastructure facilities, or some students don't have the emotional intelligence. or some students they have in the depression or something. So that your whatever research outcome will be the research, what you can say, your research findings, that will be shared with that school authorities, and you will be suggesting them what have to do to avoid these problems. Then accordingly they will do some measures to overcome the problems, and it automatically it will be improve the quality of their education of that particular schools or group of schools. That is the research outcome. Why you do the research? You publish article, that's your output. But because of the research, there is a lot of development, there is a lot of improvement, there is a lot of what you can say problems. A lot of problems have been solved because of research. So that is a research outcome. So every research there should be a output also and outcome also. Okay, then only it will be developed, it will be benefit for the society. Okay, say for example, you are doing this methodology course. We are doing the research methodology, you'll be getting some knowledge. That is that is your output. You are getting knowledge and you are using this knowledge to your research. But after getting this knowledge, you are conveying to somebody else, some of your colleagues, some of your supervisor, and you are using these methods which you are learned in your this method, and you are using this methodology in your research. Okay, then you will be improve the quality of research, and it will be you will be able to publish good articles. That article help to get the citations, which at the end it is useful for the institution to get the ranking. So all the things we can say this is the outcome of your research, outcome of this program. Okay, so that way this program will be giving more outcomes. Okay, so that is the difference in output and outcome. Okay, so now let's discuss. Now we are going to do the research in our education in the field of in the light of National Education Policy 2020. National Education Policy 2020 giving much importance to research. What they said National Research Foundation should be established. Okay, so what they'll do, they will give complete fund for the research. Okay, and they will be giving the fund for the government organizations, private philanthropic organizations, all these agencies, they provide the fund for the research, but NRF will be the complete funding for all the disciplines. Okay, there will be good amount of research can be conducted using this such type of funds, National Research Foundation. And another important aspects which National Education Policy which says that there will be a collaboration between academy and industry. That beginning I told you, the research in India is very poor. One of the reason is because of this collaboration between academia and industry. So because industry can invest into universities to do the research, especially in the field of medicine, the field of engineering, and chemistry, science, physics, and other areas. So university will get more patent because we are getting the fund. We can do the research and we can invent new medicines, new process, new technologies, new products. So obviously we'll get the more patent. So if you have in the number of patents, it will be giving the commercial benefit of both the industry and the academia. And another aspect which the NEP 2020 is emphasizing, there should be a holistic multidisciplinary approach. What research now people are doing? I don't know what research which area you are doing the research. But what I understood, whatever the areas you will be having, we will be having a very limited, very specific area of research. We are not covering the holistic research approach. Holistic means the whole research approach. Holistic, multidisciplinary approach. Okay, we will be concentrating our own areas. If you are doing the research in the economics, and if you take the aspects of computer and information technology or artificial intelligence, you can do a miracle. So multidisciplinary research, if you encourage, then only we will be having much uh, development in our different areas of our research. That is why NEP emphasizing on multidisciplinary approach. Here, holistic approach, that idea, that thing should be studied as a whole, not just as a sum of the parts. So if you want to do the research of the, if you want to uncover the whole story of your area of research, maybe you have to do the research on the qualitative and the quantitative approach. I can give an example. One of my research scholars, she done this research on the qualitative analysis of library services of three important libraries. Okay, so if you think about the qualitative analysis of the services, okay, we cannot get data always in the quantitative way. Sometimes you have to conduct an interview with the librarians, users, and other people. Then only we came to know about what type of quality services the library is being provided. So we use this method of mixed approach, both quantitative data, questionnaire, scale, we are using scale, we conduct the questionnaire data. And we have conducted interview, and interview has been recorded. Then using the Max QDA software, and we made an analysis, and we got some result out of it. So that means we wanted to do the research. Don't we specifically make a part of some part of your area? You should completely use this both quantitative and qualitative methods, and you should come out with a whole story of that product. Okay, that is NEP is emphasizing on the holistic approach. Okay, see the picture here. Okay, I think you will be remember one story about that, isn't it? What the picture is telling you? It's a story. Any idea? Yes, I think some of you got the. Some of you might have got some idea about that.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar, namaskar.
So I know about this story little bit, but they all are researching. They all are doing their different researches, and सबको अपना अपना अलग they are उनकी सबकी findings अलग अलग हैं, but they all are correct. उनके अपने ways में वो सब correct हैं.
Okay, clear. One any more? Okay, Imanshu, Miss Imanshu said it's one point, or one can say one view of this story. What she said, all are doing the research. Okay, and they're telling, they come out with some findings. According to them, it is correct, isn't it? But if you take as a whole story, so what they're saying, it is wrong. Okay, so let me explain. Actually, this is a story in which and there was a 6 persons. They went for seeing elephant, हाथी को देखने गए. elephant को देखने के. So there were 6 people. Okay, but the problem is that all these people are visually impaired. They are blind. Okay, they are blind, they are visually impaired. Okay, so though went there and they touch their the stomach area, and that person he said the elephant is a wall, because he see only wall only, touching the find it's a wall. And somebody touched the spear, he said it's elephant is a spear. Okay, so somebody touched his tail, he said elephant is like a rope. And one person he touched that the leg of elephant, and he said it's an elephant means it's like a tree. So every point of view is correct. Whatever they say, it's like a tree or that one. It's a wall or it's a fan or something. But the whole picture, if you see, okay, the whole picture you see, if that cases, their conclusions are correct, is wrong. Okay, this is what we are doing here. We are not doing the holistic approach of our research. We are taking some part of our area, small part, and they're doing the research. So maybe the findings may be wrong, because we are taking very few survey, very few respondents, some collections, and you are concluding the result. That is why government is saying there should be a holistic approach. Maybe individually we are not able to do it. That is why it's encouraging the collaborative research. Okay, that is why this multidisciplinary research and interdisciplinary research come out. You have to do the research with some other organizations, other research scholars, and go for the multidisciplinary or interdisciplinary research. Okay, what is multidisciplinary research, interdisciplinary research, and transdisciplinary research? These are the 3 types of research styles which are going on. Okay. In multidisciplinary research, we draw on knowledge from different disciplines, but it stays within their boundaries. For example, the persons who do the research, for example, he's a person, he's doing research in the medicine, and he took some area, some aspects of computer or information technology. Okay, so his research will consider as multidisciplinary research, because he take the help of other disciplines, but he made his research only the medicine field. If a person is doing research in education and he is using his computer knowledge, computer technology, or computer tools for doing the research, that means he took some multidisciplinary approaches. But he's completing his research in the education only, and that discipline will be the same. And interdisciplinary research, it will analyzes, synthesis, and harmonizes link between disciplines into a coordinated and coherent whole. Okay, some sort of areas that we will be taking in the interdisciplinary research. Okay, for example, if you're taking the research, the biology persons, they're using the technology, and it become a interdisciplinary area of biotechnology. So it will be coming a link between this both, and another discipline, another coherent, another coordinated concept will be there. That is the interdisciplinary research. And there will be, you'll find the transdisciplinary research. In this research, it will be cut across the disciplines, integrating and synthesizing the content. And it will be synthesizing the theories, it integrating different methodologies, and it will be coming out with a new discipline area, any other areas. Okay, so transdisciplinary research, there will be no boundaries of any research. They will taking research in different disciplines, different areas of knowledge. Okay, it will be clear when you see this picture. Okay, you will be able to find this picture. You see, the first discipline research, that the disciplinary research which you are doing generally. The person of education is doing the research in the educational field. The person of economics is doing the research in the economics field. Okay, that's a disciplinary research. And people are taking the help of some other discipline, multidisciplinary. Okay, there are both subject will be different, and he will be able to submit a thesis or his work on that area. But interdisciplinary, there will be linkage, like biotechnology, biochemistry. Okay, there's interdisciplinary subjects. Okay, you do the interdisciplinary. And a transdisciplinary means it is the whole research, all the concept, it is across the disciplines, and you are coming out with some other new ideas. Okay, so these are the examples. Again, I can give some examples like multidisciplinary research. You see, discipline A and discipline B. Both the disciplines are working as a different areas. You are taking the help of that another disciplines, and you are doing independent research. But in interdisciplinary research, you will have the linkage. It will come out some sort of an output. Okay, this linkage is there. It is integrating. Integration is there. Interaction is there. Okay, so that way we are going to a interdisciplinary research. And the transdisciplinary research, you will find the transforming the subjects, and you are creating a new knowledge of components. Okay, so for example, if you take the nanotechnology, research in the nanotechnology, research in the artificial intelligence, then we are doing the research in various areas. There is no particular discipline like in AI. Okay, everybody can do the research on AI. Okay, there are a lot of products are coming out with the help of doing the research in AI. It's like a transdisciplinary research. Different disciplines say they're doing it and coming out into different new concepts. Okay, another research which what we are seeing in this new era is data-driven research. Because nowadays we wanted data. Okay, everybody is interested in data. People are that, for example, if you the social science field, you'll find there will be many researches going on. We're using different data sets. For example, you must have experienced Amazons and other people, yeah, like Twitter and other people are there. But their strength is they have the data. They having the data of color of people. Okay, so they can use this data for their benefit, their business purpose, their commercial purpose. You must have heard about that Twitter have been purchased by Elon Musk. Why Elon Musk has spent billions of dollars for purchasing this free services of what we can say Twitter? Because he'll get a data of people. He's having a lot of data. He can use the data for different purposes. Okay, so this is a purpose. Data is important nowadays. Okay, Amazon, if you're searching Amazon, you are getting message, you are getting calls from different corners of different part of your life. How are they getting this type of, we are getting the calls from different companies, according to your taste, because they're getting data, while you are searching data, while Googling your content, or while purchasing through Amazon or Flipkart, or you are ordering your food in the Zomato or other company or other intermediates. So this is the data is important here. So data-driven research is going on now. Every research, if you want to start a business or anyone, first they take the data. Another concept of research will be the open science and collaboration. Open science concept is the research data, whatever it may be, but the research result will be there. That should be having some transparency, and the data should be reproducible, and it should be open access to all the scientific findings should be open access to the public. Okay, this is a concept now. Earlier, you might have having the idea that the research which you are conducting earlier, for example, the universities, the PhD degree will be that the thesis will be kept in the library, and one copy will be with the supervisor or the student, and nobody else is not able to access it. If anybody will go for library for the searching purpose, then only can find out. Okay, a person who's done his research in Chennai, he will keep his research result or this thesis in the Chennai, in the university, Madras University. A person from UP or person from Delhi is not able to access. Okay, so that was a time where the research was kept in the storage or in the what you can say in the godowns, or it is in the godown of like storage places of the library. Okay, now we have more importance now. We will give you more transparency, and the data will be available, or the thesis will be available. You might have heard about the Shod Ganga. Whatever the thesis you are going to submit it, that will be available for the purpose of the references in the Shod Ganga. So that concept is going on. What are the projects you are submitting it? What are the research findings, which is public funded or university funded? It should be come in open science. Okay, so this is another paradigm you'll find in the open science. And another concept is citizen science. Here is also research is going on. You know, the empowering the public to actively participate in the scientific research. You must have wondered how this people will be participating in the research. Okay, we can use these citizens for the data collections, analysis, data analysis. You can use the experts from the public. We can use some problem solving. Okay, or you can do some projects like, for example, digitization of the content, or for example, of doing some services to the community. Okay, such type of projects you can use the type of the citizens. That means the public. Okay, public will be more knowledgeable. There will be more knowledgeable persons will be there. Say, for example, in the public, there will be doctors, there will be engineers, there will be experts in the various fields. So you can take their help to do the research. Okay, so that is calling as a citizen science. We are involving our citizens in the research activities. Or longitudinal studies. This is very much popular in Western countries. In the longitudinal studies, which involve the repeated observation or measurement of the same subject or even extended period. Okay, what is the research now? Presently, we are doing it. We are doing what is a trend, or the what we can say, what is a sentiment of the present people. For example, if I'm conducting a research on the employability of a particular course, so I ask the students, why do you do the research for you? Why do you join this course? For example, you are doing the course of B.Ed. So I can, particularly here, I can ask the student why you people are doing this research. And what is the employability of this research, that particular course? So for a year, I cannot understand if I'm asking the students, those who are studied in this particular year, maybe somebody will say what is the reason why they joined the course and why, what are their ambitions or what is their career development, what are they planning to do the career. But after they leave the course, we don't know how these people, they got the job or not. Then next year we will conduct the study on some other students. They will also say what they have to do and what their intentions and their ambitions. But still, after leaving the department, leaving the university, we have no idea about what they've done, what their type of jobs have done, or what they got the job or not, what it says employable prospects of that particular course. So if you conduct the longitudinal study, that means the study will be continued for a long time, for extended period. That means if you are conducting the study of this particular year to 23-24 batch students, and I'll pick up that students, I will follow the students after they leaving the department or university also. And I will conduct the studies for a long period when they get in job and their living standards, other thing, 2-3 years. Then I can get the conclusion that what is the employability of the particular course. They get in job or what they're doing it, what are their problems, what are the issues. So that means if you're doing the descriptive research, that means that you're conducting only the present situation. That will not give an exact result, exact picture of the particular research problems. You have to conduct a longitudinal studies. You have to conduct the study for many years. Maybe the same persons or coming years, what other students will be there. You have to conduct it for many years. Then only you will be able to get a clear research findings. That type of study we are calling as a longitudinal studies. And now, the research will be influenced by the artificial intelligence. Okay, you can have a lot of machine learning techniques, deep learning techniques for doing your research. Many cases, laws, and other legal outcomes are available on online. You can use your technology for data collection, like different questionnaires you can develop. And above that, artificial intelligence integration in your research, it will give you more advantage. Okay, so there will be many tools. I think they will be discussing in your next classes. There are many AI-based tools for searching bibliographies, for literature reviews, for analysis, for your interpretation of data, for writing findings, and many. But what are the areas of your research? Every area you will find many tools related to artificial intelligence. Now the research will be going to be AI integrated. I think you might have heard about that. There are many research articles have been published with the co-author of ChatGPT. The authors, they're writing their name and plus they're writing a ChatGPT because they're taking the help of ChatGPT for writing the papers. And many people are writing books using the ChatGPT. So in coming days, AI-based paraphrasing tools, AI-based language tools, for analysis, and for your interpretation, for research writing, that will be a common will be common. So that is this trend which is going to come in the technology integrations. And we'll be having a big data nowadays with Amazons and other places, other Amazons and other big companies. So this data is very important for the researchers. So now there will be a trend for analyzing the big data analytics. Okay, you have to be analyze the large and complex data sets. Okay, so these are the trends which you can see what is going on or which will be in future. That will be many opportunities in these areas. So you can decide your topic, your research areas, or you can integrate your with AI and other things. You can do a miracle in your research so that it will be you will be able to produce a good research results. Okay. Okay, thank you. If you have any questions, you are most welcome. And stop sharing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for sessions. If you have any questions, you can ask. Anybody have any doubt, any questions? There is no any doubt.
I think everything is clear.
Everything, I think everything clear. Okay. Then okay. See you tomorrow to next topic. Can you open your camera for screenshot? ये तो कर सकते हैं ना सब लोग? Yes, कर सकते हैं ये. Yes. Navita Das, Jagdish, Tumoni. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much for this, sir. We should end it.
Okay, we can. I think there is no question. I think this today's first class beginning. So maybe after a few classes, they will be have some doubts.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So I think